She's older. I bet you.
Oh, I guarantee you she is.
You know what?
Hey, I'm letting you know right now, bro.
Happened to my ex.
You need to give her 3 months to get out of your apartment.
Man, that's
90 days. And if she can't, you can call the law enforcement and remove her and her children.
See that part.
And they will find a place for them to be. But you cannot allow her to keep playing you like a dollar store.
Honestly, I would just say, look at your lease. How much longer you got left in your lease? If she's listed as an occupant or whatever, you can have her taken off. Like, I would just go like the living situation.
She ain't paying the rent any goddamn way. So,
but if she's listed as
about
an
his
occupant,
whoever it is, nigga, you was a sucker for love. Whoever you is.
He put on that fool for love. He said
you a fool for love, bro. It ain't that much love in the world. Look, you can get your money up. You can fly overseas, go to Thailand, Brazil.
Patia.
I like a black man. Oh, I like a black man.
Watch the Adams episode.
All of that, bro. They would do all that.
Watch the Adams episode, my nigga.
They would do that. Oh, a black chocolate man. That's what they say, bro.
Chocolate man.
A chocolate man.
What they say?
Mark, you better fucking laugh. Oh, I like that chocolate man. That's what they say when you walk it down.
Saying that? And what nationality are you?
And you do all that, go overseas, get your passport.
Get the fuck out of there, bro.
Enjoy, bro. Enjoy, like, bro, get the fuck out of there, bro.
Don't get
robbed. Don't get robbed.
You know
when
what?
you leave,
but you know
change your apartment because she got some niggas ready to jack you.
Yup.
He's a sucker for love, so maybe he shouldn't go out of overseas and out of the
fuck around
country.
for all love
They
out
They
there.
gonna be 90 Day Fiance and some random bitch from a different country.
Oh, I like a black man.
from like Bangkok or something.
Oh, I like
And then it's
Bangkok.
probably a man.
Getting all the cock and banging.
Oh, I like a black man.
Hey, brother. Hey, man, you need to.
I mean, it's gonna be repeated. What?
Oh, a chocolate man.
I definitely think you need to get. You definitely need to get.
Oh, a black chocolate man.
Bro, they be saying, you want to see? Oh, I like a black man. I'm like, oh, I like that shit, girl.
You silly.
Can't even take the tip, girl. Go sit down.
I know, for real though. That's how it be.
Get out of there, brother. Get out of there.
Run.
Leave the little shit that you got that she's talking
Leave that
about
shit alone.
and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Just stop because
Yeah.
honestly, but
What's
this is
his
the
name?
thing.
Fool for love? Hey, fool
But this
for
is the
love.
thing.
Fool for
He's
love.
never gonna be enough.
He's never.
He's never gonna be enough.
Damn. Wow.
She's just gonna keep sucking you dry.
And not look
And
at
fucking-
And she not even sucking you dry.
Right.
Oh, damn.
The damn leech.
That's so, bro. So or get the laws involved. If she can't leave, if she doesn't want to leave,
Get
Yeah,
her
man.
out your house.
Definitely, bro. You got
A man with his own space, you would never have a problem finding a woman. If you tell her you got your own spot,
Especially if you tricking like that, nigga. What's your
But
name?
my thing is that
I take you.
But this
Fool
is the
for
thing.
love.
Fool
He-
for love, listen.
He had his
Look
own
me up, my
space,
nigga.
but he found a woman that needed space. Needed a space to stay.
she must got that ass.
So
She probably got that.
he picked the wrong person. And there's a lot of women like that who carry all this baggage, all these kids, and they
And can't offer you
They
shit.
prey on men like them. Prey on them. A single man who's young, who hasn't figured himself out yet. Oh yeah, I'm about to take him on a ride. I'm gonna show him my cute little kids. I'm gonna be all cute.
We going to
and
zoo
act like I
lights.
got my shit together. I'm gonna just tell him I'm with Big Mama because I'm in between jobs right now, and that's all she been doing
You been
since
with
she
Big
met
Mama
him.
since you had your
Right.
first child. Sis.
That's
But Big Mama get tired of that shit because she got to buy her benches and heads and cigarettes.
She tired.
tired of watching these damn kids.
She's tired of her daughter getting pregnant. Her granddaughter getting pregnant.
Your ass always at the hippity hop club.
Right.
You didn't take your risk.
Baby, I'm making cabbage this weekend. You here?
You know,
You here?
very racially charged conversation.
I was at the hippity hop club.
I don't know that.
You always got a hand, Big Mama, something. Baby, hand me them.
That should be right there. Like, goddamn, Big Mama.
Hand me them.
Reach that shit right there.
I ain't never experienced that.
No, it be
I'm
something
tired of
that be
handing
like right
you.
there. They be like, hand it to me, and they can literally reach and pick it up.
Hey,
Him and that
fool,
remote control.
fool for
Big
love.
Mama, what the fuck?
Get out of there, man. Thank you for that truck fishing.
Run.
Yeah, run for
Run.
it.
Run
Run
fast.
for it. Run. Keep sending us those truck festers at Truckcast 2018.
What up, Jocelyn? What up,
At
Tasha?
gmail.com.
That's Truckcast at 2018 at gmail.com.
That's it. Hey,
Question time.
You want to get to these questions?
You can.
Why not?
I had a question. I want something. I forgot. Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, tell them your sign. How did it?
Yeah, tell me your relationship status and your sign.
Just in case people don't
your
know.
zodiac, because boys are always
They're always lurking and looking.
say, who that thick one in the orange hair? Like what? Nigga, anybody in trouble with the orange hair? What you talking about? Ladies making up shit.
So I am single and dating,
Mm-hmm.
and I am an Aquarius.
What is that? A water sign?
Yes.
That was the sun sign. Go ahead. What's yours?
I am single and dating, and I am a Pisces.
What is that?
Fish.
Pisces, boy.
Well, how them Pisces women?
Everybody says that.
They're crazy?
Every time I say that.
Pisces women
There's
weird.
nothing wrong with us.
What?
They are? I don't know.
Man, you
What?
St.
What?
Patrick happy?
What's your
Scorpio.
what's your take on Pisces, Stevie?
What's the month? What's
March.
March? What?
End
Like
of
middle?
February to like
March.
March 16th.
15th or
Yeah,
might go
13th.
to
St. Patrick is around there that time. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's after
and Mardi
Pisces?
Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. St. Pat, them damn Pisces, boy.
They know what they're doing.
You better close your mouth.
What are you talking about?
Who better close your eyes?
What is your take on Pisces? What do you know?
I don't know. I don't think I've dated a Pisces.
Shit. Get them happy. They do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Like that?
You said like that.
Stay like that.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Get him happy. That's all you gotta do is get
But
him
wait, that was a little vague.
That's all I need to know.
And she did not disagree. Go ahead, continue.
Honestly,
Okay.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
Hey, true or false? Let's go ahead and get started with that.
True or false?
The less a man cares, the more a woman wants him.
No.
True or false? The less a man cares, the more a woman wants him. True or false?
It's a false for me.
Why is it false?
Because you don't care. So why should I care about...
Nah, you feel me? Come on. You feel me?
Bullshit.
No.
I'm not going to run behind nobody that ain't trying to give me the same attention or vibes, because I actually need that for somebody that I'm dating.
Right.
So yeah, no. I'm not gonna do that. That's just me.
I mean, a nigga like giving you the kind of like the cold shoulder, and
That's
you really
my
like
role.
him.
No, that's
kinda-
my role. Like,
To
you
give
can't
you the
take my
cold
role.
shoulder?
I give niggas the cold shoulder. I give the niggas the dust off. So ain't nobody gonna do it to me.
But what if it happens?
If I was them niggas, I'd stop talking to me for doing the shit.
I
So,
admit though,
What if
like
it happens, though?
it's not.
but like if I am like really attracted to him and it's like the first day and he's kind of standoffish, I'm not gonna like take that and be like, oh, he doesn't like me. I'm like, But like you said, like we were talking about earlier, like it'll only be, I'll count on one hand. If I make like an attempt and then he's still like, and then I might even try another one and he's like, then I'm done with it.
Whoa.
I'm done with
And
it.
that's all
I'm off
probably in the
it.
same week.
Right. It's in the same week or whatever.
Same hour with them Pisces.
Or I'll leave it up to him. I'll be like, well, let me know, whenever you're free. And then if I never hear anything, then I have my answer.
A Pisces always have a backup plan.
Okay.
That's
Don't
for sure.
ever get it twisted, homie. Now you get them happy. You gotta keep them happy. Because the moment you make them unhappy, backup plan.
Wow.
You've dated a few of these, haven't you?
Were you the backup plan? Or you was like before that?
I mean, hey, you gotta be ready. You
Yeah,
know,
I
life
didn't give a
vest.
shit
You just
what I
never
was. I just
know.
wanted to
You
be
need a
in the
life
plan.
vest. You don't know what you're gonna dive into. You don't know.
Who
if
I'm
somebody
about to
gonna-
die?
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, I
that's
didn't
it.
give a damn if I was backup plan or in the plan back then. I just wanted to be in the plan.
That's
I
it.
didn't give a shit. That's all. I was on some whole other shit back then.
God damn.
What do you mean? You just want to be what?
I just wanted to be in
Want
the
to be in
plan
it? Yeah, of course. You know, young.
and live my life.
Right.
Young, dumb,
Young and I'm getting it.
Right.
Shout out to Kirko.
Even though the older men, they do that shit too.
What?
young, dumb, I mean old, dumb.
I hear a lot of women say like older men, like they just like still not with it.
They're still not mature enough. They're
Yeah.
like,
There's
That doesn't
some,
mean
but
they're not
there's a lot
fucking
of them that still
mature.
aren't with.
No,
yeah.
that's not mean they're not mature. They just don't. That's not what they fucking want. Maybe they been married and
Yeah.
that shit wasn't for that shit was not for them.
yeah.
Like you can't judge people because what your morals on doesn't mean that their morals are the same. You gotta be with somebody you have the same morals.
I think it just kind of depends because when I was younger, I dated an older guy that acted way more mature than I did, and I was
damn.
in my early 20s, and this nigga had a daughter that was probably like 2 years younger than me.
Wow.
So sometimes they do just be really fucking immature, but like they're not forced to grow up either. So they just living their life.
Damn, they're not forced to grow
And
up.
I mean, but men don't really, men don't go through pregnancy or anything. Like they kind of just,
They don't go through a great change. They just get old.
right.
You know,
Wow.
they have kids that they don't technically have to. When a woman has kids, like, okay, this is my kid. Like I'm here. I got him kid. Like, oh yeah, that's my kid.
Yeah.
Like that's my kid. But I don't have to be there.
I don't know. See,
every waking moment.
I talk to an older guy right now. We're about 10, 11 years apart.
Mhm.
Okay. And he's been married, divorced, and he has a daughter. Okay. But not a daughter with the person he was married to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I feel like, he's kind of like, he did the marriage thing. I don't really know in particular, like, what all happened. We haven't gotten that far yet.
Right.
But, I'm like, okay, he did that. Okay, he had a child. And honestly, he had a child kind of late. He had a child at like 35, 36.
Okay.
Okay. And so how we are when we go out, when we interact, he's very, like, assertive, very attentive, but he's also very touchy-feely, like, very sexual. So I'm just like, men don't have to grow up just because...
What's wrong
all
with that?
these
Is that
things
immature? Because he's
It's not
34?
immature, but it's kind of just like, okay, you're in your 40s and you're
You
still
shouldn't be
like...
touching, grabbing shit.
I mean, not that you shouldn't be like
'Cause
that. I
you're
guess
young and hot.
it's just... Well, I mean, I guess it's
That's
just kind of
probably what it
like,
is,
I don't
too.
know.
Got this
I guess
young
I don't
black
really
guy.
know what old
Yeah.
is or how old guys supposed to act, but he
Think he supposed-
definitely...
Keep his hand to himself? Shit.
That boy like,
I
what?
get older-
I got this old thick Miami Dolphin right here.
Oh, shit.
I'm not from Miami.
He laughed like that?
Yeah, that's how the old man.
No, he don't sound old.
Guys, as they get older,
About
they
to
just
pop
get
this
more
blue
perverted,
pill.
and that's just
He giving you
what it is.
peppermints and shit?
He's not that old.
Woo! Here you go, baby.
What's them gone? Them gone?
What's that, the caramel?
nasty?
Look
The,
at them camera here. You want some? I got some, baby. Here you go, baby.
some toffee?
Wait, what is it?
Your blood sugar from
Here you go, baby. Here you go. Take
No,
some.
butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
It's a butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Use some butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
He always give me candy. He always give me candy.
No.
Lark don't like this shit. Lark don't
There's
like this
nothing
shit.
really like
She getting
old
flashbacks.
about. There's nothing really like old about him. I just know that he's old.
Butterscotch, baby.
Okay.
He just gave me some
I just
cat.
know
Oh, okay. But
We
you don't
haven't
mind
done-
him being
We
older, though, right?
haven't, but we haven't slept with each other or nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean, but you don't mind him being older,
I
right?
like
No, I
older
don't mind.
guys.
I think
Like
a lot
older-
of women like older guys. Like yes, like
I always have kind of dated a little bit older because people thought I was older than what I was.
Okay.
like when I was younger, I dated older. Now that I got older, every girl I've talked to has been younger. than
Oh,
me.
yeah, I love them young
Because
guys.
that's what you want. That's what men want.
Ooh, I like them young
Men
Young house.
Still
don't
produce.
want men don't want women that are as old as them or older than them once they get old.
Shit, but I got me a
It's
nice
cool to
old.
it was cool to
big
date an
booty.
old woman when you was in your 20s, in your early 20s, and you like, ooh, I got Miss Parker, 37 years old.
Right.
She got her
Trying to
shit
get-
together. She
What's the
take
wild-
care of me, cook me meals and shit. And
Is that
always
older
gotta-
women, man? They be giving you too many fucking expectations. Like, bitch, you can't
Fucking old.
They're
fucking
your
do all
fucking
that
mother.
shit. Like,
They're your
Social
mother.
Security, life insurance. That
You
shit
look like you
is
got a
important.
personal
and you
situation
won't
with
even
it.
gag on the dick? Man, I ain't got time for this shit.
Man,
I gotta work in the morning.
The last time I gagged
What they gotta do
Wait,
with
wait,
you?
wait, wait,
back
wait.
in 1995.
What they gotta do with you gagging on the dick right now? You can still get your
Wait,
ass
what
over
is
the
that
morning.
excuse that women use? Like, oh, I have to go to work.
I got a headache.
I can't get paid because I got a headache. I'm gonna use that one.
Bitch, I got an Advil then.
Okay.
And that Advil work.
Let me knock that headache out.
Take a BC. Take a BC.
God,
gun.
shit.
BC powder, 'cause you
Motherfucker,
got
it's a singer without an
to
angle.
do.
Let me see,
You
man.
used to just post a BC powder
That was
on
silly,
it.
man.
Like I had to snip it up.
It's BC powder on you. You are stupid.
I like the BCs though.
Put the BC powder on your dang.
I ain't never did that.
Do that.
That'll cure that headache. Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Because you got things to do. That's
Yeah,
their slogan.
that's
BC powder because
that's
you got
pretty
things
smart.
to do. There
You
you
got
go.
things to do in the morning.
to
Don't make it gentle.
Over the spills. You silly. Hey, that's how you sound? Yeah. Oh.
Gotta be that cheerleader.
yeah.
Good job, babe. Oh, wow.
That's creepy.
You're so good at what you do.
All right.
You gotta be a cheerleader. What the hell? What the hell was that?
Let's go home.
Did she
Stop.
bite?
Can you go to the next question?
This ain't, can
She
you
got-
go to the next
She got
question?
braces. Move on. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Snatch some extra skin.
What?
Braces hurt.
I'm circumcised. What?
Did not need to know that.
Lord.
Who laughing like that?
You got that braces, boy. Shit, you got no wax?
Oh my God.
Get a
Oh, the
Invisalign. Can you get a Invisalign, man?
You silly. Get a butterscotch.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, what date do you prefer? Breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner?
Wait, what?
Date?
What
date
what
do you
type
pref-
of date do you prefer?
Breakfast,
brunch, lunch, or dinner?
That's a good
I would
question.
say breakfast or brunch because I'm a day dater. I like a good day date. So,
Yeah, I like the day dates, especially on Sunday fun day. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or lunch.
I do like it. I do like a day. I like a day that like I can like expand it throughout the day. We have some fun.
Oh damn,
and
you
see-
going longer?
What?
That's why your ass Simon.
Cause I be like
No,
done.
'cause you like night days. You want
No, I'm moving
let
around.
Let me get you some beef and give you some
After-
beef. That's what
after
you be trying to do.
You gotta let her walk it off first.
After I did the brunch, like, hey, you had a good time. Like, when we gonna meet up?
No, you gotta
Girl,
do
let me
the
give you some
brunch.
beef and I'm give you some
You
beef.
gotta hang out. You gotta walk around. You gotta tire her out a little bit. Then be like, you wanna go lay down? Let's go lay down.
I like any type of date.
You not particular.
I don't know about
Not
that.
really.
Have you ever? Okay, so let's ask you this: Have you ever had a date in your mind that was like, yeah, that was a great day? And what type of day it was? It was the day.
And I want to do it again.
Brunch,
I
dinner.
feel like you're more of like a dinner date.
So like, if you had a great date, what was it? A day date, a night date, a regular date?
It's probably like a night date.
It was a night date. So that's one of the best dates you ever had.
Probably.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, have you ever had a good day, bro?
I've had
Yeah,
a good day date
definitely.
too before.
Yeah, I had a good brunch date, but
No, but it has to be a first date.
a good first
A
date.
good first. A good
date.
first. Let's put it at that.
I've had a good first date because we did the Thursdays because it was free on Thursdays at the museum,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and that was a good because she like said like let's meet here at the museum. It's free.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh.
on Thursdays, and they got
Thank
food
you.
trucks outside. They got happy hour.
So
they
it
got
was
drinks.
definitely a good
That's
vibe,
a great
and then
date.
plus we were talking on the phone.
I'm a great dater though. I know how to keep the person I'm really involved and
Right,
entertain them.
yeah.
And I'm kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. What about you, bro?
I'm never saying
I like somebody who has a good sense of humor, especially on a first date, because it like breaks the ice and it
Right.
puts everyone at ease.
So you don't want anybody that's like asking all those fucking questions. Yo.
I don't. I guess
You
the
c-
thing is that I
guess
pay
it depends on the
attention
type
to
of
like
questions, right?
the questions and stuff,
Mm.
and I feel like I want to hear questions from him because that means he's interested or he's
Okay.
curious about me.
Mm.
If I'm the only one who's like asking questions and then you're not reciprocating it or asking questions back, you're not interested.
So if you gotta say something like, okay, so ask me something.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. To
I
say
shouldn't have to
that.
ask that.
Yeah.
I've had to ask that before.
To a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
she
then
was-
and then
she
she
wasn't
like went the
interested.
fuck off. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, because she definitely wasn't interested. She was offended that you said something about it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I fucked up.
For me, I would think that.
How you doing?
You like
Still
shut
fucked
up.
up. Was it? Still fucked up.
I don't mind being asked like all the questions, but I would prefer to do it in person versus like text messages. Because I had this guy like texting me all these like profound questions and shit. And I was at fucking work, and I'm like, bro, I can't even get into this. Like, you're doing a lot right now. Like, can we go and meet and like have these? Because it's different having a conversation in person than text message. You know, because sometimes people take things.
So he was asking a lot of questions via text message.
Yeah, like.
Baby.
So where do you see yourself in your future relationships? Like, what do you like? Real deep ass.
Deep
like,
shit.
I'm like, bro, like. I am fucking at work.
Right.
Okay.
Where
I
do you
can't
see it? That nigga lame.
Well, why are you?
Where you see yourself 5 years from now?
You want to get married? Why are you not married at this point in your life? And this, like all this, like it was a lot.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask you like about like. I'm kind of like weird. I want to know about your last relationship. Like, so what happened? Like, you're beautiful. I'm like, what happened? Like, what? And like, if they have an issue with telling me that, then I'm like, yeah, you probably still fucking that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I kind of really feel like that.
Depend on the time frame, right?
Right.
You might be trying to get over it though.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be dating.
I just broke up like 3
and that's
months
what's
ago.
wrong with us. We don't get over our past before we try to move on to our future.
I'm a firm believer in that. Like after my last relationship, I don't think I waited long enough.
Right.
But I also didn't see the reason to like
wait
because sometimes people need to keep themselves busy and do other stuff to help them not think about what they went through. And that's not fair because then sometimes people put those emotions on the new person and it's not their fault. And that's how it becomes toxic, you know, because you haven't dealt with what you need to deal with on your own before you put yourself in front of somebody else. And so that's how it becomes like bad. I didn't really do that because I knew I didn't want anything serious, and I would tell dudes like up front, like whoever I was dealing with, I'd be like, look, I'm not looking for nothing serious. I'm just taking it as it goes, and that's that or whatever. So
but when women hear that from a guy, they get all like defensive and shit.
When they hear what?
Like, hey, I'm just taking it as it goes. I'm just going with the flow.
But women claim they want the truth.
Right. And then when you tell them that, like,
I ain't trying to hear this truth.
But you know what? My last boyfriend.
Oh, that's what you think of me?
But you know
like,
what though? My last boyfriend said the exact same thing to me. He said exactly that.
Right.
I don't think he was like, I'm not really looking for a relationship. I'm just looking just to like have fun. Like literally said me that. 3 months later, he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Well, shit, that was 3 months later though.
It's not
That was
much longer.
that was literally day for day.
But me and him were hanging out and doing stuff, and honestly, I was just like, okay, like this is cool. Deep down in my mind, I was like, ooh, I really like him.
See,
I'm about to fuck this nigga life up.
No, I don't know. Y'all like what?
I feel like it's like a plotting thing when you have that type of conversation, and then you still like adamant about like I'm
so
gonna.
It's like both of you.
Plots.
Oh yeah,
He's an Aquarius.
oh yeah, we do.
You do?
Yeah, everything is off. I don't do nothing by default. Like everything is very calculated. Everything. Just saying.
Yeah, you gotta get at the truth.
Baby, what you want to cook for your birthday? Oh, what you trying to do? Trying to kill me with my goddamn birthday dinner?
Right.
What you trying to do? You plotting on me, Aquarius? Oh.
If you treat us right, we the best lovers. But if you fuck us over, nigga, listen, you still got
That's
problems.
anybody, though.
The
That's
plot
anybody.
go but we.
I know that's me. I just feel like I'm the type of person. If you do one bad thing,
Yeah,
Why can't
I heard
forgive
you
her?
say that in one of your
It's
shows.
over?
She said, like, you fuck her one time and she done. Like,
Hold on, no.
Like,
now,
I mean, but
now
it has
what's
to
the
be-
bad thing though?
like
anything,
like
she done.
Anything.
Cheating.
Okay, so cheating.
I
All right,
can't-
cool.
I can't go. I can't.
no, you even said lying, right? Like,
Yeah,
he lied
that.
to you.
I mean, lying is cheating, shit. Cause you
How the fuck
lied.
is lying? Oh, you ain't about to go to the store.
Lying is
Oh, I
cheating.
ain't go to the store. I just went to my mama's house.
Lying ain't cheating.
Why would you lie about going to your mama house? The hell?
I did go to my mama's house.
Instead of going to the
he
store.
just said to my. Oh, I didn't go to the store. I went to my mama's house. So why wouldn't you say that at first? What's wrong with you saying
'Cause you
you
didn't
went
go
to
to
your
your
mama's house?
mama.
Because you didn't go
You went
there.
to that
See?
bitch mama
Right.
house. You went to
See?
that
I went to
Yeah.
mama.
No.
It was mama in the sentence
See, but
though.
that's the thing. It's
Oh,
like
well,
your
Pisces,
mama.
most Pisces put up with shit. You the first one that won't put up with nothing.
I really don't.
Most
Because you've been
Pisces-
through it, I guess, right?
What? I didn't fuck with somebody.
Damn. Shit.
See, and that is the reason why I am the way I am. Because-
Okay.
cheating. Once you cheat, I can't fathom that you had a desire for
They won't,
somebody
except
else.
Leo. I ain't never fuck with Leo. I ain't never mess with Leo. I never mess with.
You want to know something? Almost all my exes are Leos.
Your fault.
I
But
don't know what
the
it
Leos
is.
are what you said, the
It's
most
an
married, right?
attraction.
Leos, and it's another one there like, I'm not fucking with you. I was like, what?
Leos, I don't know what it is, but most of my exes are Leos, and I guess it's just like what I'm attracted to.
Your
It's
sign
like
attraction,
they have certain
whatever.
personality
I feel like I'm
characteristics.
all across the board when I date guys.
Yeah, I always get like,
Scorpios,
I always get Scorpios.
Yeah, oh, you get your own sign?
Yes,
Wow.
all the time.
For real?
Yes, I always get
Capricorns.
Scorpios.
I feel like I got a lot of
I always get
Capricorns.
Pisces, and I always get.
Yeah, I feel like
I will always get Cancers.
Yeah, them motherfuckers crazy.
I hate
Ooh.
them bitches.
Capricorns.
I need a Virgo.
Virgos too.
Virgo.
I get a lot of Virgos. Yeah.
Virgo.
Oh, I haven't asked this question in a while.
What?
Oh, it says, ladies, choose one. A rich cheating man or a broke faithful man. Remember that one?
I heard Lark gasp. She's like,
In our life right now, like in my moment right now.
No, ain't no mama what you want for the rest of your life.
No, I'm saying like where I am in my lifestyle right now.
but like, why you broke? Like, can we
Why
go
are you
there?
broke?
Like, why you broke?
Can we build you a brand? Like, what's up?
What's going on? Why you broke? Let me know.
Rich cheating man. They both said, okay, keep going.
No.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
What I'm saying.
Nope. You keep focusing on broke. You don't want a broke nigga.
No.
Right.
This is what I was thinking.
You don't
Okay.
want a broke
Like-
female.
Yes, they do.
She
They
got
like
that
it.
ass.
Yeah, I can take it,
Look,
bro.
you see, I don't understand y'all. Y'all be
Yeah.
like,
Double
oh, she
standards.
got that ass, but then y'all be complaining about her. Go end up
I'm
like
be
that
like
dude
fool
that
for
wrote you a
love.
letter. Go end
Yeah,
up
I'm
like
be
the
like,
dude that wrote you a letter. Messing with a
Yeah.
broke bitch with a fat ass.
No, but she ain't got 3 kids though.
You don't know that. Big Mama probably got custody while she out there hoeing around.
Man, them women be getting us, huh?
Big Mama always ask me for the money for benches and hedges. Goddamn, Big Mama ain't got no goddamn money for that.
He said, God, what is this?
For them benches and hedges and cigarettes. For the real long with the real skin.
Go get me a pack of cigarettes.
Ask some kid to give you some. Only $23.
Woo!
$3. That's how much cigarettes cost.
Well, I mean, I don't know. This made
I'm cooking cat just eating. You come too?
Now cigarettes probably like what, $12 a pack now? What?
Yeah, that shit is expensive.
You ain't got
It
a
is,
job. You don't
and
need
people
to
be smoking a pack a day.
That shit is expensive.
So
Yes.
it's almost like a $20 habit a day.
Nah, I might take a broke nigga if he can help me with my brand.
What?
What? What's your brand?
Like he promoting
My
you.
lifestyle. Like,
Nigga,
nigga,
sing on the
you gonna
low.
be my gopher. You
Oh,
gonna do
ah,
everything that
okay,
I need
okay,
to,
got you.
get done. Like,
Could you take a broke nigga like that, Nina?
Like I said, why is he broke?
Shit.
Like I said.
She the rich man.
but that's me helping him not be broke.
Next
Like,
question.
Now you gonna work for me.
Next
No,
question.
I
we
won't
ain't
take.
broke no
I
more.
won't take somebody who's rich and cheating. I can't.
Okay, so you taking a broke
So
nigga
broke
then.
niggas
You gotta
want
pick
But I
one.
want to know why is he broke?
You can help.
Why
him
is he
not be
rich and
broke,
cheating?
though.
You don't want to know that?
Oh, we already know why. He's
No,
rich
because
and
she don't
cheating.
care. He's rich.
But we exactly, cause that's how we know.
So I've been telling women, okay, you want a nigga with money. Oh, he probably got other.
Because it's a whole bunch of people out here that want niggas with money.
But this
And
is
that's
the
what
thing.
makes them not act right. Because they
this-
feel like I'm a commodity. Everybody
Right,
want a
right,
nigga
right.
that got motherfucking
Exactly.
money. So I can do what the fuck I want to do. Y'all
Nigga never had a
motherfuckers
problem.
don't take it.
A nigga with money would never have a problem with fucking your friend.
Kevin
Wait,
Hart.
what?
That's real nigga
Kevin
shit.
Hart?
Kevin Hart did that.
Wait,
Lizzo.
what?
Not,
What?
not Lizzo.
I didn't know Kevin Hart did that.
Did
Fizz.
what?
He ain't got no money.
A what?
Fizz got money.
He ain't got no money.
Fizz ain't got no money. He finna run through that.
He don't got
tour
no
from
money
last
now,
year.
but like,
Loving Mona Scott checks don't be like that.
that's why April came through.
Huh?
She definitely got no
She
money.
definitely ain't got no money.
Definitely.
Oh, she got that.
Mario
Oh,
said $50.
she got old money. Don't get it twisted.
No, she don't because he is fucking her in court. And what I mean by that is
So
that
that-
he's not claiming all his incomes and he's only paying like $300 a month per kid.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Wow.
Mm.
Way to go,
I heard that
Ho.
on your show. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah.
Oh.
I said, fuck that.
He got an ice
Don't
box where
touch.
his heart used to be. Y'all play that.
That boy said, boom, boom,
He ain't
boom,
playing.
boom. Don't touch.
Don't touch. You ain't getting this money,
Hell
huh?
nah, you get this motherfucking money.
Fuck that.
Damn, we were talking about fuck boys and fuck girls on fuck boys on God Built This podcast. Shout out to Max. God Built This podcast. Make sure you guys check us out.
Mhm.
We were on that episode.
Yes, sir. Episode 60.
I think so.
It was on 60. God built this.
Right. So fuck boys and fuck girls. Are we going into 2020 dating fuck boys and fuck girls?
No.
Yes. It's a
But you
never
might have to
ending
go on
battle.
the first date with them because you don't know if they're a fuck.
So technically,
or
you're
not
still
yet.
dating.
So
yeah.
what is what's
But it's just
what is your definition of a fuck girl, singer in the loop?
a fuck girl?
A fuck girl.
That bitch that was on that motherfucking letter.
Yeah.
Damn, she's super
Definitely.
fuck girl. God
That's fuck
damn.
girl.
That's your
Like,
definition.
But she got
any,
that ass.
okay, this is fuck
A
girl.
fuck girl is somebody who turns their nose up by taking them to Applebee's on the first date.
Oh.
That's a fuck.
That's a
Well,
fuck
bitch,
girl.
you gonna stay at the bottom of the barrel.
A
bitch.
fuck girl is also somebody that don't take responsibility for their own shit.
Right.
Damn. Yeah.
Like, if you want all these things, you want this man to do all these things for you, and you have all these qualifications, but bitch, you ain't got the shit for yourself. You ain't got a motherfucking.
Wow.
You barely got a fucking diploma.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You barely got somewhere to lay your head, but you want this
Right.
man to have all this. Like, that's some fuck bitch shit.
And she has a
That's
problem
bullshit.
taking orders from people.
And you got an attitude there at
it's
work.
She like one of them girls that on the
She-
first date
she a
she
fuck
want to
girl.
be
She a fuck
on
girl.
the first date
She a
she
fuck
wants to
girl.
graduate to being a manager or a boss. Probably doing
She a
shit.
fuck
Take
girl.
orders, bitch, and mind your business.
She just takes dick
Oh.
Well, here's the 3 kids. It ain't
with
here.
no comment.
I had a nigga
no
at my
rub.
job tell me the other
There
day,
you go.
I get shit done before they ask me because I don't like to take orders. I don't like a motherfucker tell me to do shit. And I was
Right,
like,
that
what?
makes sense.
There's people that are like
people
that.
use that logic, like to go ahead and knock.
Like, nigga,
At least
what?
he know himself.
Right.
And his worth, you know.
Well, I mean,
cool.
at work, I like to handle business first before we
Come
do
to
all
you
the
and say, hey,
bullshit.
can you do?
What's the business like?
Whatever you need to take care of.
I mean, everybody do that shit.
But if you see
some people
something-
don't.
Motherfuckers will
Yeah,
come
you
through
gotta
and
do it.
then bullshit you. And like, hey,
Yeah.
you do this. Like, bitch, I already did that.
Ah.
You ain't even tell me to do that shit. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck you, hoe.
Oh, so now you're getting fired. Now you're gonna be the lady on the.
Union.
Oh, okay. Well, she ain't with no union.
Obviously.
So, we were talking about it on the podcast about fuckboys and how I think a lot of people are gonna go into 2020 with the toxicity.
Yeah.
So you guys think about toxicity and how people are going to go into 2020 already knowing what toxicity is because they done dealt with it all year, but they're going to know how to read it and what did I say, like compartmentalize it and like take on more toxicity, but they know how to deal with it.
Right.
And if they don't like it, they can just
But I think
block it off.
that's smart though,
It's not smart.
because first of all, some people cannot function without that.
Without that drama.
Yeah,
Wow. That's deep.
there are a lot of, especially a lot of women, and I want to say men, but I'm gonna say women first because there are a lot of women that feel like if he ain't arguing with me, if he ain't telling me what to do, if he ain't telling me shit, sit the fuck down, or this is that and other, then he don't love
Right.
me or he don't care for me.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody operates like that, but that
Right.
comes from being in toxic ass relationships,
Relationships.
toxic ass households
Right.
with y'all
You
parents.
grew up like that.
Yo, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So you used to a certain, but that don't mean that shit is right. But that's what you used to, so you think that's what love is. So some people cannot function without that, and there are men behind that too. If she ain't checking my phone, if she ain't running me down in her fucking car
You don't
or
want
whatever,
her.
It ain't
she
true
don't
love,
love
boy.
me. Yeah, she don't love me. You don't really care about me. You out here fucking other niggas. Like, no, nigga, I care about myself first.
Right.
I'm not gonna chase you down because you doing wrong.
I ain't trying to go to jail because
I like
Your
that.
How
mama-
about,
beat your ass.
how about my assumptions are right? You're fucking over me, and I'm not gonna chase you. It's
Yeah.
gonna be done.
So some people can't function without it, and if you do know how to function without it, you wouldn't even accept it in general.
Right.
Like, I'm not taking none of it, especially into a new year. Especially if I'm trying to grow in life, I'm good. You can leave that, take that right on with you, huh? You drop this. Here you go. Take it on back.
There it is.
Return to sender.
There you go. Cause I ain't asked for this.
I ain't even gotta get a stamp for this shit.
At all.
Let me catch you before I out your way out the door. Here you go.
Send that shit back, Jack.
If real men provide and protect, what do real women do?
Provide and protect.
That's exactly